Hey everybody, remember what I said yesterday? Market was down, crude was down, things were looking gloomy again, like all deflationary. Remember what I said? I said everything's going to be okay. I said everything is going to be fine. And today it's fine, and it has been fine all along. But that is not the reason I'm making this video. I made this video to remind you of another amazing call by that super unbelievable firm called Goldman Sachs. Sell stocks for 3 months. Sell stocks for 3 months. That call was made on August 2nd. The S&P was at what, 2155 or something around there. We're at almost 2190 today. Okay? I made a video a couple of days ago talking about the financial sector, how corrupt it is, how its business model is fraud. And that's out there. I mean, that's no secret. I mean, these firms, all these firms, Goldman and J.P. Morgan and Morgan Stanley and HSBC and Credit Suisse and UBS, they've all admitted to fraud. They've all paid fines, fraud in one form or another. Okay, they don't deny it. They say, yeah, we committed fraud. How much we got to pay? Boom, that's the cost of doing business. So I don't know if you remember, but this was in the news, I don't know, a few months ago, that there was a guy who worked at the New York Fed. Now remember, the New York Fed is where all monetary operations are conducted at the New York Fed. And this guy at the New York Fed was passing secrets to Goldman Sachs, right? He was giving them inside information about Fed policy or regulatory stuff having to do with certain banks or companies, maybe companies that Goldman was involved with, all right? And this guy got caught and he was charged for the crime, but the judge let him off the hook because the judge said the loss of his career and his credibility is already enough of a punishment. Now, this is pretty unbelievable because this was not a Goldman Sachs guy. This was some guy who worked at the Fed. Now, Goldman has no qualms whatsoever to throw somebody under the bus. They'll take the information from you. They'll use it. And by the way, we see again from this sell stocks for 3 months how idiotic. Goldman really, really is terrible. How many times, I don't, almost on a weekly basis, we see their calls. By the way, I have the names of these guys, right? Each of these names. So there's three guys that came out with this at Goldman. Christian Müller-Gleesman, Ian Wright, and Peter Oppenheimer. The three stooges of gold. Sell stocks for 3 months! Sell them for 3 months! So we see that the only way that Goldman can make money is by fraud or inside information. And once they get the information from you, they throw you right under the bus, like those clients, that bank, this poor German Landesbank, that was used as the counterparty for John Paulson's rigged bet against subprime. Meanwhile, Paulson, after that, has no clue about. He was betting on hyperinflation, like Peter Schiff, because the Fed was conducting monetary operations. So Goldman, and you imagine you get so many. This is the thing: the financial sector is like a parasite on the economy. It adds nothing of value to the economy whatsoever. We could shrink down the financial sector to, 1/90th its size. And not only would we not see a difference, things would be so much better because what happens is that their actions and their activities and their casino games and their stupidity, it brings them a lot of money because it's all based on fraud, but it comes out of all of our pockets in one way or another. It's like a gigantic tax on the global economy to feed these freaking predators, okay? We really, really should shrink this thing down. I mean, it's totally, totally unnecessary. And can you believe, here's another thing that's really kind of sad. You have very, very bright young people going to the finest colleges and universities, the finest schools, just clamoring for a job at Goldman. They want to go to Goldman. They want to go to Morgan Stanley or whatever. You know, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I understand that a lot of people are motivated purely for money. I'm not one of those people. I like money, don't get me wrong, but I could not work for a crooked organization just because I'm making a lot of money. I'd rather have less money and just be an honest person. I mean, that might sound, goofy or whatever, but that's just who I am. I'm sorry, that's just who I am. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I would not want to work there. It's a crooked organization. They're all crooked. All right. See you later.